Hi, I'm Heather Persansky, business performance coach who helps you shine brighter than the Vegas lights and to create a life and business that is completely unbound. And I'm going to talk to you today just about sort of a rich versus a poor mindset. And what are some of the things that people do? Okay, so I don't like to get into this game so much, all right? I actually don't think that's important for you to study things like rich people's morning routines, right? Because if you just try to do their morning routines and think that's going to make you rich, that's not the case, right? So those things are really important. But what is important is to dive into the way that successful people think and to see how that varies from yours and to sort of be able to stop yourself to be able to create that life and business, because most of the time the things that hold us back are sort of what's in here, right? I never know where to look when I'm on this camera. Am I looking at you or am I not? I'm not really sure. You can't look straight ahead or else I'm looking off to the side. So I kind of look over here at the camera. Anyways, so what keeps us stuck mostly is kind of what's in here. We're either trying to take the advice of everybody that we have around us and we get overwhelmed, or we have something that's holding us back. A big one that I see is rich people make decisions quickly and they change them very slowly, if at all. Whereas the majority of people, the people who don't reach that level of success, what they do is they'll try things for a week or 2 or 3 weeks or 3 months, and then they stop doing it. And so it's super important in your business that you create ways of measuring success before it comes down to money in the bank account. All right. So money in the bank account is the very last place that it's going to show up, right? The money starts really early down in the process. The money is going to start flowing with, like, you had 1 follower last week and now you have 3, right? And so you just keep going and you keep going and you keep going. So what rich people do is they're able to decide without nitpicking over any detail. They're able to decide whether or not they're going to do something very, very fast. A trick that I like to use for that is sort of my gut check trick. I think I picked this up maybe from Gabby Bernstein. I'm not sure who exactly. I know it's not out of this noggin right here, but it is something that I use all the time and I think it's brilliant. So if you have a decision to make, flip a coin, all right? And heads, let's say I'm going to quit my job and do my business full time. Tails, I'm going to stay at my job until I have X number of clients. Flip a coin, see what the outcome is, and then do a gut check. So how did you feel when that coin landed? If you felt disappointed, then you know your answer. You know that you need to do the opposite of where that coin landed. If you feel excited and nervous and anxious, maybe a little bit stressed about the decision, but you're kind of excited, then you know your answer. All right, so make decisions very, very quickly. And then you're going to change those decisions and change those plans very slowly, if at all. So the way that you're going to do that is you're going to implement ways of measuring in your business every single step of the way. And you need to put in some early measurement signs. Now, I do what I call number analytics, and I also do emotional analytics. So each and every week, when I'm doing something like this, so I've just started doing videos more recently. What I do is I track the number of video views. I track how far people are listening. I track the click-through rate on whether or not people are going through and into my funnel. I know that you're not just going to magically watch one of these videos and necessarily want to buy from me. Most people don't make decisions that way. I make that decisions that way. I always do. I always do, and I always have. So there are people like me who will make instant decisions based on something that they see. And you want to get to that point, right? You want to get to the point where you're making decisions incredibly quickly. You want to be able to say, like, oh my gosh, she said something really, really great, and I'm just going to work with her. I'm just going to call her right now, and we're going to work together. But most people don't make decisions that way, and that's okay. So I need to understand that you might have to watch 100 of my videos before you're like, oh, I need to work with Heather, right? So I need to be measuring and seeing whether or not you're watching, because guess what? If I stop after making 50 videos because nobody bought from me, then I just lost how many sales, right, of people who might have bought after 100 videos, right? So we need to have these ways of measuring in our business to know whether or not we're going the right direction. And honestly, like, I mean, if nobody's watching them, then I'll stop doing them. Or if like a few people watch them in the beginning and then nobody is watching them after a few weeks, then I'll know I either need to change my message, maybe I need to not do it on my iPhone, you know, like what is it? And maybe I need to promote it. So I would try a number of different things and I wouldn't give up on it just because the numbers started dropping or people stopped watching, right? I am going to tweak it and try it again very, very slowly until I've tested absolutely every single possibility as to whether or not it's working. I know that none of those possibilities are the case, and then it's just not the right tactic for me. And then, and only then, we give up on it. All right, so make decisions quickly, change your mind very slowly, if at all, and measure, measure, measure. That's my tip for you for today. I will see you on the next video. Okay, bye.